Oh my god. Another beautiful wig created with braiding hair. Hi loves, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to do this beautiful honey brown wig you're seeing. Hollywood calls. So let's go straight into the video. So I'll be using these two colors to make this hair. I use Darling attachment. I use color 30 and color 33 to make this wig. I went ahead to cut into two and into three. I used two for the back part, the into three for the front part. While the closure I did cut in four. So I went ahead to mix them evenly. When you do that right, you should get something like this. So you can go ahead to make your bundles. So to make your bundles, this is what you have to do. So you take a very little quantity of hair, so you can go ahead to wet your bundles. Of course, you need bundles to make your hair, so you have to do it. So take your time to do it. Okay. So this is what you have to do. Just take a little amount of hair in your hand, have a thread tied down wherever you can stay comfortable to do this in your room, your house. Then you take it to the back of the hair, then you tie a knot just as so. This is what you have to do. You just need to tie a knot and your weft is going to come together. So you're going to be using your braiding hair to create your bundles. So you just take a little piece. Do not take too much, but if you're on the side that you like a full wig, then just no problem. I don't like when it's intended to be this too full. So to avoid that, make sure you take smaller piece of hair so it doesn't get too full. So this is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to take it at the back of the thread, then you tie a knot. Watch closely what I'm doing. So you take it at the back, you bring it, then you tie it. That's how you do so you can get your bundles. It's as simple as that. So let's try again. Take it to the back, then you tie your knot. So after tying, this is what you should be having. Then for me not to have too much fullness in my wig, I like to kind of separate the braiding hair a bit, like make them have like separated a bit so they will not be clustered together so the wig doesn't get too full. After I'm done wefting, this is how it looks. I'm going to go ahead with my straightener to make sure I seal the knot that I tied. This is what you have to do. To go in with a straightener and begin to seal the knot, but make sure it's not small so it doesn't melt the hair. Remember, it's a braiding hair, to make sure to regulate it. After I finished, I haven't had to cut it so I can secure the ends of the hair so it doesn't pull off. I went ahead to make some knots so I can secure the ends, and these are it looks. These are the bundles when I was done wefting and everything and the closure. Like I said, I have a group I curated. Some persons have joined. Thanks to those that have joined. Actually, it's for your own good because I wanted to go live because some persons requested. So if you want to still be among those that will go live with me, you can join the group. I will still leave it in the description box. So what I did next was to lay my closure. This is a 5 by 5 closure I ventilated with a natural hairline in front. So I went ahead to secure the middle and the front line of the closure. Make sure when you're placing your closure, you're taking your time to do it because you have to make sure your closure in front is actually flat. So make sure you take your time to secure it. When I'm done, I went to the back as well so I can make sure closure at the back is flat as well. So make sure you're following the lines on your canvas blockhead. That's what you're using. So that middle line, that's where you're pinning the middle of your closure, the front part and the back part. So after pinning the middle part of my closure, I had to go to the side as well to secure it because of course I have to make it flat as well. So I pull it a bit, not too hard, just to make sure it's flat on the cap. So make sure you pin the sides at the back just as you did in the front, so you can have closure flat on your cap while you sew, so you can have a flat wig when you wear. Make sure you're taking your time to pin it down, because if you don't pin it flat, you're going to have bumps, and this is a 5x5 closure. You wouldn't want that on your wig. So I went ahead to use my needle and thread and begin to stitch down the closure so I can secure it to the wig cap. I'm going to be explaining what needs to be, because I don't want to talk too much in this video. I just want you guys to learn by watching what I'm doing, because the video is actually self-explanatory. I'm going to be showing from the beginning side of this closure to the other side as well. I'm going to show the three sides except the front. You're sewing the left hand side, you're sewing the right hand side, and you're sewing the back of the closure, but you're not sewing the front part of the closure. Please, the closure has four parts, right? You're not showing the front, you're just showing the right side, the left side, and the back part of the closure. That's what you're going to be doing. Do not sew the front part of the closure. Don't stitch it down. You're going to be using that. Of course, that's the front, so no one is going to sew the front part of their closure. That's where people are going to be seeing when you wear your wig. After I finished sewing down the closure, I went ahead to do my guidelines. I went in with the chalk and tape to roll my guidelines. I did 1 inch for the guideline. I didn't do more than 1 inch. I didn't do below 1 inch. I did 1 inch, just as you're seeing in this video. So you have to do your guidelines so you can have good track line to sew your wig on, so it can be easy for you. Connect the dots, and there you have it for your guidelines. So after that, I went ahead to start sewing my wig. For the wig, I used the cutting tool at the back, as I explained before, because I wanted a lengthy wig, because I'm going to be coiling, of course. So I used the cutting tool at the back, then the cutting 3 before the closure, which was the cutting 4 I used for the ventilation. So I went ahead to secure the end. I folded the back of the tracks of the bundles while sewing, so just that particular line is folded. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but I just wanted kind of thickness at the back, so that's what I did. So I went ahead to secure the end of my thread, then I begin to stitch down my bundles. Make sure you have T-pins or whatever pins you can use to secure your bundles on the line, so it can help you sew down faster and easier. Okay, so make sure you do that. Okay, so I'm going to be giving a shout out to you guys. Do you know why I did that? I promised I was going to be doing that every time. I don't know why I didn't do that in my previous videos. I think even the one, I don't know, but today I'm going to be doing a shout out. You guys have been good to me, so of course I'm going to be doing a shout out. I'm giving a shout out to Mabel from Ghana. I'm sending so much love to you, just as you send love to me on my videos. Thank you so much for being a part of this family. So I'm going to be giving you guys shout out, so make sure you drop in the comments where you're watching from. Let me know where you're watching from, wherever you're watching from in the world. So let me know so I can give you a shout out in my next video. Just comment in the comment section where you're watching me from. I love you guys so much. I'm just way too excited to be talking to you guys, and I can't wait to go live with you guys. So make sure you actually join the group, because people are already there and we are interacting there already. So the group link is going to be in the description box, so make sure you check it out. It's a WhatsApp group, so you can join the group and we can have it from there. One thing you guys know about me already is that I don't cut my wefts till I get to the end of the wig, till I get to the closure part where I would have to sew the last line. If you're new here, make sure you do not cut your wigs, your wefts I mean to say, always turn them over just as I'm doing in the video. It's pretty simple. You just sewing when you get to the edge, you just make sure you put it in between the two guidelines you have, but make sure you take it closer to the upper one to be able to turn it over just as I'm doing. Do not cut your wefts. So I'm going to be sewing the wig, then the rest of it I'm going to be sewing off camera because like I said, I do not want this video to be too long. Okay, so after the turnover, I'm going to let you guys come back and see me finish up the wig. So I pretty much sewed every other tracks I had in the wig because I don't want this video to be too lengthy. I did that off camera. I want to explain the most important part, which is this part of the sewing, right? So you know that very part to stitch down your closure to the wig cap, you know that line you did, you're going to place a weft you have left, you have to stitch it down there just as so. You have to stitch it down just as I'm doing. You're going to sew on that particular line, placing the bundle of hair on that line. Make sure you're stitching it carefully because it's actually the front part. I always talk about the front part of the closure because it's actually the part everyone gets to see. So make sure you take your time and stitch down your closure and finish up till you get to the other side. That's what you're going to be doing. And here is how the hair looks after sewing. So this is what you should have after you're done sewing down your closure part, your tracks, and you've gotten to the front part you actually connected. This is what you should have after sewing the wig. Make sure you go ahead to detangle your hair after sewing before you do any styling. Of course, don't just go ahead and you just start styling your wig. Make sure you detangle because if you style with tangles, you're gonna have knots and it's going to be really bad and messy. So make sure you detangle your hair always. So I wanted to coil this hair. Of course, the video you saw is coiled, right? I didn't want to start coiling the hair in this state. I wanted it a bit slicked down. So I went ahead to use my straightener to straighten. But this is what you should note, right? Don't straighten your hair with very much high heat because this is not the final styling we're doing. If it was just a straight wig, I would have said, okay, take your time to straighten. I'm just trying to just make the hair slick down a bit, not fully slicked down. So just make sure we're trying to just make it just a little bit. Don't do too much because you're going to coil it. So what's the need? Just make sure we're taking it off this original state. This is how it looks. You can see it's no longer puffy and all that. And this is how it looks. So you're going to go ahead and use your scissors to cut off that excess cap at the back of the lace so you can have the scalpy effect when you wear your wig. So make sure you cut it off. I wanted a C part, so I did a C part cut, just like a side part, not like deep C part. So I just did like a C part cut, so the wig can be to the side. I didn't want a center pattern this time because I wanted a good looking Hollywood kind of, cause that will fall to the side of the face. So that was what I did. I was always like, not like I'm always struggling with this stand of mine. I'm really tired of it, and by His grace, we'll pass this. We'll pass this. Okay. So I went ahead to section the front two side of the closure of the hair, and I started coiling the back. So this is why you're going to be coiling. So you're going with your spray can, whatever you can use to just sprinkle water on your hair. Everyone always like people always ask comment about the how if I add something while coiling my hair. I don't add anything. I use just water, just as you have seen in this video. I use just water. So you go in with a flexi rod and you begin to coil. So this is how you coil, right? So you're going to lock that front part just as so. Make sure you place the flexi rod under the hair. You're not putting it on top of the hair, underneath the hair, so you can lock it. Then you begin to turn and twist. Like when you're turning, you're actually twisting the hair. So you twist and you turn, you twist and you turn, just as I'm doing. So you're twisting and you're turning, you're twisting the hair and your turning. So make sure when you notice there are tangles, just go ahead with your comb and you detangle before you continue. Because when you coil your hair with tangles, it will come out that way and it's not going to be okay. So make sure you actually detangle. So you're just going to be twisting and what turning till you get to the tip so you can secure it. Like I said, always make sure you detangle while you're coiling. So you get to the end and you lock it. So that's what I did. If you want bigger coils, you can go with bigger sections. This was how I curled my hair. So at the front part, I just did like three curls. So this was what I did. I did same process, applying my water, detangle, and I went ahead to curl with my flexi rod. Same thing I did, I place it under of the hair, not on top of the hair. Lock it, then I begin to twist and turn my hand while coiling the hair. Like the coiling pattern you're doing is just like you're twisting and you're turning. It's as simple as that, but taking your time to do it as a first timer is going to be helpful. Don't just go ahead and act like you're don't be in a rush to do whatever you're doing. Make sure you take your time. Then I went to the other side of the hair. I went ahead to coil it as well. After coiling the hair, you have to actually soak it in hot water. We didn't make use of coiling wands, we use flexi rod, so you have to use your hot water. This is not a human hair that can stay with just drying and it will curl. Okay, so go into hot water, then you place it outside wherever you can stay for it to air dry naturally. Make sure the hair is actually dried before you unravel your curls. And I went in with a shade of my foundation to kind of tint the back of the lace so you can have that scalpy effect so it doesn't have that lace just being there. Make sure you use a shade of foundation and you should have that, guys. Let's unravel this cause because this is the part we all have been waiting for. So yeah, so you go ahead to gently unravel your cords. When you're doing this, please take your time. Do not be in a hurry to do this. Take your time. Take your time, okay? Make sure you take your time. And this how the cord looks. So make sure you just pull it a bit before you begin to define your curls. Make sure you pull it down a bit. Then you go in with your comb and you begin to comb it out so you can actually loosen the curls so it can turn out beautifully. Don't just rock your curls looking that way. But make sure you take your time to do it because you're not going to be in a hurry to handle curls. You have to take your time. Guys, look at how beautiful this color look. It's really pretty. It's really, really pretty. So I went ahead to do that one after the other to all of the line, the hair we rolled. So make sure you take your time to do that. Okay. So at this point, you're not a member of this family. You haven't subscribed to this channel. What are you waiting for? Join the amazing Glam family. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think about this hairstyle. Let me know what you think about the curls in particular. Let me know how this hair is already looking. This is the wig after I was done. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you haven't. Comment in the comment section. Let me know. Let me know where you're watching from first. Then you let me know what you think about this curls, this hairstyle, this wig, how it's looking. So I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you learned something from this video. If you're going to try this hairstyle out, make sure you let me know by joining that group. The link is in the description box so you can try it out and share me the results you have. Okay, so make sure you turn on your post notification as well so you'll be notified when next I post a video. This is what we've all been waiting for. I was really excited while creating this because even without me wearing the wig, I already know it was gonna give because the hair was already giving. So at this point, I went in with my shade of powder to apply in the front line of the lace so it doesn't give like lace screaming at me. So this is how it looks. I went ahead to pin down the side because that's what I wanted. That's the style I wanted. Guys, this is how it looks so nice. Let me know if you try it out, okay, in the comments. Let me know right now. Give this video a thumbs up. I will see you guys in my next one. Make sure to watch other videos to learn different things from my channel because I have tons of beautiful creations for you guys to see. I was so happy while creating this. Do yours and let me know. Bye. I love you.